Yo, what's going on, everybody? White Tiger 93 here. Y'all guys can call me the Tiger, and today we are back. Today, guys, we are taking a look at the new W101 patch notes. Really excited to go ahead and take a look at this. It has been a little while since we've actually seen the W101 test realm. Actually, it really hasn't. It really does feel like this test realm just kind of came up out of nowhere. It really does, because I think it really didn't feel like it was that long ago when we were taking a look at the spring 2021 test realm. So really cool that this one is out, and I am really looking forward to it. So let me go ahead and bring up the stream real quick. Make sure everything is running nice and smooth. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Alright, everything is looking great. So I don't know just how much I am going to be streaming of this test realm, whether it be a very long stream or maybe a shorter stream, I'm not really sure. But I do want to go ahead and take a look at the test realm patch notes and see what all is actually new. So I'm really excited to take a look and just overall see what's in the update. So let's go on ahead and take a look. Alright, so we saw this teaser on KI Live, I believe. Or maybe not, no, maybe this might be the one they tweeted out. But it looks like, because I remember they recently said in a recent producer's letter that they were curving out and finishing the first time user experience rework. So we last saw it lift off with a completely reworked Trine Avenue with a whole new quest line. So it looks like that will be expanding to Firecat Alley, and I believe they also mentioned Cyclops Lane as well. But let's go on ahead and take a look and see what we got in this test room. I am really excited to finally see this, because like I said, it feels like it was just the spring test room, just like what, last month? That's what it feels like. But how you guys doing? Let's go ahead and take a look. It's summertime, and that means a hot new update to W101, currently on test realm. We've been working hard at continuing to improve the beginning areas of the game and redefining the quests along the way. Many quality of life improvements have been made that you may notice on your journey across the spiral. Hey, how's it going, guys? How's it going? Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Thank you. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you enjoy participating in the monthly calendar events, Beast Moon are being updated to include a new Beast Moon Hunt map and beast forms. We are finalizing the revamp of our first time user experience in Wizard City, which includes new quest and narrative content for Firecat Alley, Cyclops Lane, Dark Cave, and Nightside. Alright, that is actually really interesting, because usually what I like to do is whenever they go and do the first time user experience changes, I like to actually go and make a new wizard, and I always make the same wizard every time, to actually go through and quest the beginning of the game. So I might actually end up going and recreating that same character again and just doing all of Wizard City for a stream later on. That'd be kind of fun to see what all they've changed. How's it going, Caleb? How's it going? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. How are you? Thanks for coming. So I'm really excited to see what they've changed, because with Trine Avenue, we saw a completely reworked quest line. So I'm really curious to see what they're doing with Firecat Alley and Cyclops Lane. And I did not expect to see Dark Cave and Nightside, but I guess I would be affected since everywhere else is being updated. So, kind of interesting. I might actually go and make a new wizard and quest through just all of Wizard City again for fun and see what all has changed. There may be some lost pets to help you find on your adventures, and I personally cannot wait for you to meet Lizzo Firespitter in Firecat Alley. Clarification: pop culture reference, not in collaboration with any real life person or celebrity from Rennie Wolfton. So I remember I saw just everywhere people were posting about, I guess, a celebrity that people were wondering if it was a reference to. But it is, to be clarified, not a collaboration with any real life person or celebrity. One of the biggest changes in this update are new socialization features built upon an initial feature set we added in the spring update. This time, though, we're expanding them out to support more ways to group players together for questing and events. I don't know, I'm gonna have to see, because I haven't really, this is my first time looking at the test realm. So, I don't know. Go ahead and rate whatever you think that the test realm is out of 10 without spoiling anything. Let's see, where did we leave off at? Biggest changes, update new socialization features. Artie Rogers and Gary Smith are the masterminds behind the socialization updates, and they've been meticulously planning and discussing all these potential features for months. In our first kickoff meeting, we realized we had a lot we wanted to do, many updates worth of content, and we had to figure out how to tackle it. Professor Falmea, which, if you guys don't know, by the way, because I didn't even find this out until just recently, because I wasn't able to watch I guess it was the whole KI Live that they announced this. But Professor Falmea, Leah Rubin, is actually the game director for W101 now. So, congratulations to the wonderful Professor Falmea. Ratbeard also has a ton to talk about with his recent dev diary, seen below, with PvP balance changes and matchmaking improvement highlights. Last but not least, we tease another peek into the upcoming world of Lumeria. Alright. I'm not maxed yet, so I know nothing about this. As always, we appreciate your feedback on all the new content. Please report bugs via the in-game interface and all of that. Alright. Ow. Okay. I'm just going to pretend I didn't hit my desk. Okay. Alright. First time user experience, meeting your fellow wizards, another peek at Lumeria, new to Beast Moon events, new event rewards, new spells and combat changes, PvP improvements, Crown Shop additions, and miscellaneous. Alright. I had a feeling we would see more socialization stuff, and the first time user experience, of course. I figured some changes to Beast Moon, but I don't know, we gotta see. Because usually what they do is they save the larger test realms for fall, so I don't know, we just gotta see what we're getting into here. Let's go and take a look. In this update, we finished polishing the quest content for first time user experience. We focused changes on these 4 zones: Firecat Alley, Cyclops Lane, Dark Cave, and Nightside. After the Wizard art team put in so much work to update Wizard cities, I just realized I said Nightside. I was thinking of Haunted Cave. I didn't even think about Nightside. That's actually interesting. I don't know. When I was reading that, I was reading it as Haunted Cave. Okay, so that's interesting. That's actually really interesting. Tons of context, some updated cultural references, and lots of humor while keeping the core of the old story intact. Don't worry, Professor Drake still has errands for you, but now you learn which show Alkane's Swift Arrow and the Fire Elves are putting on in the Fire Globe Theater, and get a proper introduction to Bartleby in the mainline story. You'll see old familiar faces, including Malisaire himself, and meet a bunch of new friends and enemies. For players at the other end of the main line, the search for Lumeria continues with another preview quest. If you missed the first one, seek out the old one in the Arcanum. One other item of note: Vanessa Minthdust, pillar of the W101 community turned KI team member, makes her look at that! Makes her debut on Cyclops Lane and Firecat Alley. Can you pick her out? That is actually really cool. Okay, that's actually really cool. Groups in W101 are a temporary collection of players that can adventure and explore together. We've had groups in W101 since the beginning, but this feature continues to grow. This effort to improve groups and beyond is especially true since our spring update earlier this year. Have a look below at what groups and our socialization efforts are evolving into. These are things players in a group can do. Have a spot in a combat sigil reserved for them if another group member starts combat. Ride a multiple player mount, queue for Beast Moon together, and chat with other players in the group in a separate chat channel. Alright, so it is kind of like a questing party feature, so to speak. Okay, pretty cool. We kind of saw some teasers from that from the most recent KI Live. But groups have been kind of awkward to form and view, so we made farming and viewing groups easier. There's a new tab on the social UI for groups. It shows the name, location, level, and current mainline quest of each player in the group. You can use the invite friends to your group button to quickly invite any of your online friends. If you click on an open slot in the group, you can click on any player to invite them to your group. We've added some new perks for being in a group. When players in a group defeat a monster, they have a better chance of collecting quest items. Alright, that is cool. Completing defeat and collect quests is even more easier in a group. Alright, so they have a better chance. Not necessarily a 100% chance, but a better chance. When 4 members of a group join a combat sigil, they will always get to act first when combat starts. Okay. I like that. That's cool. While there are plenty of changes here that you'll notice we left in the original group UI as sort of a minimized way to view your group. Adventure parties, which we saw a teaser recently from KI Live. Adventure parties are permanent groups that are not guilds. Everyone's excited for guilds. That create an association between players, gives tools to help those players synchronize their quests, and gives them a sense of identity. There are four players who want a bit more than what the groups currently provide. You may belong to up to 3 adventure parties at a time and can have up to 12 players in each of them. Alright, so not necessarily the guilds that are highly anticipated, but they are kind of like this, more than a group, not exactly a guild, but kind of what we're wanting right now. I like that. Here's how to create an adventure party. Form a group with at least 4 players. Each player in the group must be at least level 30. That's actually interesting. I wonder why. Each player in the group must have a free adventure party slot. One player must click the Create Adventure Party button. The player that clicks the Create Adventure Party button is the owner of the party, and they first must choose a name for the party. Once the owner chooses a name, an adventure party invitation is sent to all the members of the group. Each member of the group must agree to join the party, or its creation will fizzle. Okay. So I was wondering about that, if you could just create your own adventure party, or if it's going to be kind of like where you have to have members for it to be active. So I'm wondering, since it says each member of the group must agree to join the party, I wonder if it goes down and people leave, if it goes down to 2 players, is that adventure party then going to dissolve? Or can you still have it with 1 person? I'm curious. Adventure parties display their name, the owner's name, the date, and the party was created, how many members it has, and how many members are currently online. Latest message is also shown. Click on the Adventure Party Details button to see the information about the party's players and messages. Alright. Adventure Party Details displays information about the players in the Adventure Party. Each player's name, school, level, join data, or last login date are displayed. Interesting. Okay, I like that. The last logon date. Icons for online players and players in a group are also displayed. On the bottom of the Adventure Party Details displays a button to leave the Adventure Party. There's also a button to create a group from online players in the Adventure Party. Online players are displayed, and you can choose which players to invite to your group. 2 ways to invite players: by clicking the Invite Friends button, or by clicking an open slot and then clicking on any player. Players that you invite to the Adventure Party must be at level 30, have a free Adventure Party slot, and must be your friend. Okay, so it does have to be someone on your friends list. Although I'm wondering why they have to be level 30. That's interesting. If you select a player that isn't your friend to invite the Adventure Party, you'll be prompted to become friends with them first. And a quick look at that. What do you want to do? Where? What day? What time? And then they said that on KI Live, they actually said that the time zones will actually automatically update. So, for me being in Texas, if I'm talking to, a player up in, I don't know, New York or, somewhere over there, that's supposed to automatically update their time zone so everyone's in sync. So, that's pretty cool. Hi, Brandon, how are you doing? Hope you are doing good today. Players in an adventure party can send messages to the other players proposing various activities. To send a new message, click the new message button, select the activity, the location for the activity, and the time to meet. You can propose any time of the week. For now, each player is allowed 1 adventure party message at a time. You may delete your own message by clicking on the delete message button. Okay. When you create a new message, you are added to the list of players planning to attend the message's appointment. Each player may add or remove themselves from the list of players planning to go to the appointment. There's also a message whenever a new player joins or leaves the party. Alright. So I wonder, if you're the party owner, can only the party owner invite people to the party, or can members of that party be able to invite other people? I'm curious. Doing fine, fixing to level up your death. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. To stay in an adventure party, you must log in at least once every 30 days. If the adventure party ever has just 1 player in it, the adventure party is disbanded. Alright, so that goes on what I was wondering earlier. If you could actually get down to 2 players, or if it gets down to 1 player, does the party dissolve? So, you have to have at least 4 players to start it, but you can get down to 2 before it's dissolved. Alright, so glad they cleared that up. Another peek at Lemuria, which, once again, I am not at max, so this is all different to me. The Wizard City early story revisions aren't the only quest content in this update. The search for Lemuria continues. The first Lemuria preview quest drew a strong response from fans, and we can't wait to see what you make of the second part. What is Lemuria? We'll do you one better. Where is Lemuria? Yes, we'll do you one even better. Why is Lemuria? Yes. Answers are coming. Also, more questions. Guys, I just gotta take a second. If y'all guys remember, a little while back, one of the King's Isle Lives, they actually teased something superhero related, and they did confirm it was not Hero 101. But they were teasing something superhero related, and in my head, I just had, like, Marvel in my head. And I don't know why. I swear, I could be crazy, but I swear I heard, like, a kind of like a Marvel parody or Marvel theme when they were saying that. But this is something that I was thinking about. So to see that there is a Marvel reference right here, that is really cool. I'm really excited to see where this goes. If you missed the first Lemuria prequest, make sure you finish Caramel, then seek out the old one in the Arcanum. Alright, what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about this, like, Marvel reference? So, because that's really cool. As a big Marvel fan, that's really cool, so... it could be some kind of like what we saw with the Bat and Nightwing and kind of Imperia being this DC reference. So I'm wondering how Lemuria will work. My 4th of July it went pretty good. Second year anniversary of hometown of Nashville, Scenes Officer, Nudity. I'm very sad to hear that. But I'm glad that you had I'm glad that you had a good 4th of July. We did pretty good. We actually had to slightly delay our fireworks show due to a technical difficulty, but eventually we got to have it, and overall it was a great 4th of July. It was a great 4th of July. I just can't get over that. That is really cool, that little Marvel reference in there. If you missed the first Lemuria pre-quest, make sure you finish Caramel and seek out the old one in the Arcanum. So, I'm not even halfway done through Imperia Part 1 yet, if I'm being completely honest with y'all guys. New Beast Moon Monster Mayhem Aquila map. So, it looks like the same Aquila map that we've seen in the Beast Moon Hunt, it's just now in the Monster Mayhem. New Death Draconian, 3 new beast forms spice up your Beast Moon game. Death Draconian with a unique special ability that places cards in the opponent's deck. Your opponents would be foolish to try to front a life beast form against you while rolling the Death Draconian. Negative charms, we got that. Stealing Hots, we got that. You stealing health, we got that too. Alright. Sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. That's I'm just very sad to hear about that. Yeah, that's I don't know, thoughts and prayers for all those involved. Easy there, Wizards, it's time to cool things down. The Ice Fairy is ready to join the fray and working down the damage in style. She's ready to pacify even the most turbulent Storm Beast form. Alright. And Fire Cyclops. Not feeling the Death Draconian? How about a Fire Cyclops? I think we can all agree this is one toasty companion on any Beast Moon battlefield. The Fire Cyclops uses the power of fire, to generate pips for himself and his team. Okay. New event rewards. So we're seeing some more like Beast Moon idols, Beast Moon Mayhem rewards, craftable gold idols. Spell elemental changes, balance in August, spiritual September, elemental in October, spiritual in November, combat sigil changes. We made a few changes to improve players' combat experiences. If you join combat during the planning phase, you can now select your card right away. You no longer must wait an entire round of combat before you have your turn. Okay, so that's a good change. I like that. I was wondering if the reason why they didn't have that is because of any like kind of like server or client delay, because if you move and like run right next to another player, you'll see that you're kind of behind them, or they'll be kind of behind you. So everyone's not like 100% in real time synced. So, but when you're in combat, everything is lined up. You guys are all viewing it at the same time. So I was wondering if that was why you have to wait around whenever you join in while it's still timer left, because you're not officially in the match yet. So you're not like officially in kind of like in sync with each other. So, but cool to see that they added that in. Players can no longer join the combat sigil during the final round of combat. Makes sense. Makes sense. The player that summoned a henchman or minion can now dismiss them by clicking on the red X button. You are not refunded the mana or crowns you may have used to summon the henchman and minion. When multiple players join a sigil, they're rewarded after combat with bonus wisps. That is really cool. That is something that is kind of like a little quality of life necessity. So that's kind of neat. Visit your Ravenwood professors to learn a brand new trainable spell. Taunt and pacify spells have newly updated mechanics, first seen on the Shatterhorn and Grenader. The Water Elemental and Sprite Guardian minions have been updated with new spell decks and behavior. Spectral minions, Sprite Guardian spell costs have been reduced from 4 pips to 3. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. So, let me be right back, guys. I believe someone might be knocking on my door, and I'm going to go take a look at that. So, I'll be back in 1 second. Alright, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Alright, so we have new Monstrology extractions. Extract dinos, extract draconians, extract insects for your Monstrology pleasure. Purchase the extraction spells from Monstrology Burg in Azteca for dinos, and Grizzleheim for draconians, and Zafaria for insects. Pretty cool, I like it. PvP improvements. As the march continues towards 5th Age, we continue to tweak matchmaking to provide the best possible experience. Many of the changes are made with an ELO rating system in mind, yet to be implanted, as well as looking to address some of the issues that plague the current and former ages: boosting, sniping, setting, and farming rank from less experienced players. Players who ask why change it need only look back at 4th Age and earlier to see these issues and understand what we're trying to put in place for 5th Age. So, I remember, what was his name? That one booster who was like at the very top of the leaderboard, just constantly at the top. And he had like multiple wizards all the same name. Yeah, I remember that. Definitely, boosting is definitely a problem. We've changed the matchmaking sort order to prioritize level band over rank. This is a change to address current matchmaking, and it may or may not extend to the 5th Age. Okay. Tier, level band, rank, rating. Two biggest issues we had in our matchmaking system. Long queue times and mismatches. Okay. TC rating. This change affects most low PvP, though, because spells become available at all levels of play. It has the potential to affect any level of PvP below max. Okay. Interesting. So, players that are below the minimum level for a TC won't be able to pull that TC out of their deck. Alright, so that makes sense. Alright. So, that makes sense. Example TC that matches a spell learned at level 18 will be pushed down to level 10 for the purpose of TC gating. Alright. Meta creation. So PvP damage the intersection has been updated from 100 to 125. Alright, so just kind of a little bit more changes on that regarding the recent stat changes that we saw in the previous test realm. We do intend and are still exploring options to open 5th Age PvP in the same fashion to free-to-play players. However, we have concerns about the quality of the players this will bring into the 5th age, both in terms of unearned, ranked, and farming from unskilled players, as well as possible issues around boosting. Definitely. So, although the exact terms of free-to-play for 5th age are still under discussion, we decided to immediately but temporarily open free PvP to players of level 20 and above. Crown Shop additions, new wish list. Now includes a per-character wish list feature. Click on the heart icon to add items to your wish list. They can be made private, friends only, or public. If a wish list is set to friends or public, anyone inspecting you can see your wish list and buy something for you from it. Alright, interesting. Okay. Items on the wish list can be marked and be saved even after purchase or to be removed if purchased. Right. Search now searches everything, not just the tab you're on. Cool. For your wizard section at the top of each category has been removed. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Items can now be shown or hidden based on account age, character level, character class, previous crown purchases, or more. Okay. Added battle ready toggle. Click the battle ready button on a henchman. Okay. Add new bundles section. Cool, because they added like these new like bundle combinations, so now it's got its own spot on the site. Friends list and inspection button mouse overs have been improved. Okay. We also need help testing our new and improved 30-day and 90-day rental mounts. You might not notice a difference, but we also made a few internal changes on our end. Please cruise around these mounts on test round. Let us know if you run into any problems. Okay. And then miscellaneous, UI and animation changes, housing, 2 new housing art book items will come to the Crown Shop in the next few months. We've also added new signing items. So definitely it does seem like this is a, not necessarily as large of a test realm as we've seen before. This update in the spring updates did seem a little bit smaller. So this is definitely a teaser to the updated Firecat Alley for sure. So overall, definitely a lot smaller, but we are seeing things like the first time user experience being finished, new socialization features, peaks at Lumeria, changes to Beast Moon because there are a lot of PvP and Beast Moon fans, so they're kind of getting a little bit of that light shown there, so they can kind of do more with that. And they get some benefits out of developer time as well. So definitely they're trying to cover everybody. They're trying to cover newer players. They're trying to cover socialization with all players, Beast Moon players, PvP players, Crown Shop additions, and of course the bug fixes. Definitely a smaller scale update. However, there is potential that we're seeing right here for future stuff. For example, these may not be guilds, but you know, this is kind of like that early kind of look at that kind of early tease to it. We're seeing, you know, the first time user experience being finished up, the full kind of like revamping of the beginning of the game. We're seeing that. We're seeing looks at PvP, teasers of Lumeria. We saw a Marvel reference to that, and I'm really hoping that it means Marvel because I'm telling you guys, I'm just a Marvel fan. So overall, not the biggest test realm, but there are some good things kind of for everybody to take a look at. Definitely not the most major, like I said, but there is still some neat stuff in here. So hopefully you guys do enjoy this test realm. I'm going to be taking a look later on, and I am looking forward to it. Overall, let me know what you guys are thinking of the test realm so far down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until my next stream, and I'll see you guys. White Tiger 93 out.